All right, give me a countdown, Chris.
All right.
Thursday, December 4th. My name is John Milliker, and I'm honored once again to be serving as your club president for the 2025-2026 season. The Arundel Camera Club was founded in 1957 and exists to promote the arts, science, and education in all aspects and fields of photography. For more information about us, please visit www.arundelcameraclub.org. And as I always say, if you're watching live or catching a replay, we'd love to see you in person as we meet here every Thursday at 7 p.m. at Severna Park Baptist Church in Severna Park, Maryland. Do we have any new members? Any new people? Anybody with any kind of photo accomplishments? Maybe getting published, winning an award, getting a really good shot? Okay. How about any announcements from our officers? Yes.
Just a couple on MPA.
I'm going to give Ron the.
All right, I guess first of all, the MPA contest from the fall is over, and that will be hung on the 22nd or 23rd of January in the House Office Building down in Annapolis.
Okay.
So that's coming up, and we think also later on in the year we're going to hang at Bora Park in Prince George's County, I believe it is. And at that time, we're going to put in the black and white pictures, which brings up the fact that the black and white contest will be open starting March 1st. And it's an odd topic if you think about it. It's black and white landscape. You know, this is a Technicolor area, but it's black and white landscape. So it could be really interesting if you're going to be creative. And we don't have a 12-line descriptor of what it is.
Oh.
It's black and white landscape, period. We're not going to say it can't be this and it can't be that. And we have a Maryland local judge who knows Maryland work and has been working with MPA for a while. And I'll announce who that is a little bit later. But I think that'll make it a really interesting competition. And to my knowledge, and if anybody else can contradict me here, I hope so, but I don't believe anybody from our club placed in the fall contest at this point.
Yeah, we watched it. That is correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
But you're collecting the work.
I am collecting the work, yes. So if any of your ghosts are out there and you want to bring them by, be glad to have it.
Is that it? Any other announcements? Well, let's bring Christine up here to talk about our upcoming schedule.
Good evening. Let's see. This Saturday on December 6th is our field trip to Conowingo Big Dam. December 11th, next week, is our Christmas party, which will be here this year. December 18th is our next print contest with the theme of Abandon and Decay. And then the 2 weeks after that is Christmas and New Year's. So celebrate with your families. Don't come here. No one else will be here. January 8th is a program by Glenn Thompson on capturing life on the Chesapeake. And then January 15th is our next digital contest with the theme of Open. Let me hand this off to Ron.
Can we, before you go in there, can we talk about the Christmas party for next week? Please come to the Christmas party. It's going to be right here. We're starting at 6. We're starting at 6 for setup, or are we starting at 5 for setup? I thought we were going to start 6.
Whichever way you want.
Okay. Well, why don't we have everybody show up at 6 and we'll get here a little early. Please, Mike set up a potluck kind of thing online. Please put something in on there, even if you bring some chips and dip or whatever. And please come. We're gonna have a great time. Bring a gift under $25 with some kind of a photographic theme, if possible, and definitely no alcohol. If it's a gift, I think we'll be fine, but just no consumption of alcohol in the space. Yes, Mike.
So right now we have 8 signups. That's not a lot. So go out. I sent out the email reminder, and it's on the website to sign up for stuff. sort of looking at this, it doesn't really give you an accurate count of who's coming because, like, Chris signed up to bring some. I'm assuming she's also bringing John. So it doesn't really tell you how many people are coming.
It won't let you edit once you come out.
Yeah, I know. Somehow I've been locked out of admin on it, so that's funny. But you can still sign up. Nancy said she would get our paper stuff, cups. She would do that role that normally our host does, the cups and plates and paper. Well, we need a volunteer to do drinks.
Yeah, drinks and ice might be helpful to be separate.
So who would,
Okay.
do you want to do that? Or, okay. Is there anything else we need to bring? That's,
Do we want any decorations or anything?
I
well,
can find some decorations. at the
well,
dollar
you already do a little, okay.
Tablecloths. I'll get that. Okay. So,
I have a little tree I can bring.
okay. If you want to have any, I don't know, games or Spotify on your.
I was thinking of potentially a photography themed Pictionary.
Let's put that one together. See
You
if
posted about that in the,
Yeah, anytime
we never did it.
Yeah, it was a backup for the campfire ring. Yes.
Okay.
Anything else?
Are we done with the Christmas party?
Yeah.
All right. My other question is, who's going to the field trip this weekend? Anyone? Anyone?
I
Anyone?
actually snuck in yesterday.
Well, that's what I was curious. The last I looked, the forecast is cloudy, low 26, high 36.
I went yesterday, but I've never been, and it was sunny and warm.
Any fish?
Well, I don't have the right lens,
Okay.
but
You
there
got
was, there was some activity. There were a lot of bird watchers there, which I guess was.
Fred, didn't you go this week?
No, I got an engagement at the academy
Okay.
this week.
But didn't you do JC go this week? or-
Yeah, I was there Wednesday and he went somewhere and then he showed up there. But I was there Wednesday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was,
That was fine.
it was, one thing I should say is I got there at 12, something like that, and parking was clear.
I was there a lot.
Even in the middle of the week, parking was terrible.
What's that?
Even in the middle of the week, parking was
Right, in
terrible.
the middle of the week at 12 o'clock.
I got at 9 and it was accessible, but by 10 when I left, it was filling up.
Wow.
So the weekend, I suggest getting there before the sun gets up.
Ready, Rod?
Yeah, let me jump up here and a couple preliminaries before we start this. We've had a few glitches with this up, and Mike, we're not going to blame you, and we appreciate the fact more than you know that you've been able to set the system up, and you've had some things kind of hitch up this time and last time, and the fact that you were a million miles away from here and willing to get in there and make it work, we really appreciate that. Do you want to say anything to anybody about that?
Yeah, just let me know if you run into problems uploading and having, getting things into the digital upload site. Everything seemed to work this way. There were initial problems. Clarence, thank him for being the first person to try it out because it failed on this weekend and I had to go in and make some fixes, but I think we finally have everything ironed out.
Okay, and Bob?
Following on from what Mike said, I noticed that now the system will actually send you an email acknowledging the receipt of your photograph, which is a nice improvement.
Great. Yeah, I mean, all this looks, when it works, it looks like it's just smooth and nobody has to work. But Bob, you spent a whole lot of time last week and one day just working on the administrative pieces and getting all that lined up.
We found the new edge case. You can
Well-
always rely on humans to find new edge cases.
Okay. Well, I'm learning more about programming than I wanted to know. And Fred, you've put up with too many phone calls from me on that, so I appreciate that. He was,
Wow. Bob.
He calls Bob. So it's a chain. So we all work through. Anyway, everybody pitches in. I really appreciate it. I hope you all appreciate the fact that this is happening tonight because there were quite a few hours put in to make it happen. Fred?
Yes, Bob, say something about how you're supposed to put this in.
And the contest deadlines.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. People should know how it actually works. All the images get into the server that Mike manages. Then we do a hard cutoff at Tuesday midday, because then all the images get downloaded and Fred runs a program that does all the renaming, sequencing, and that goes through. And if you put an image in late, we have to do that whole process all over again. So we really do like people to get everything in by Tuesday noon.
Talk about the naming of the folders, or the pictures.
Well, also the naming, we start with either U for unlimited and N for novice, then the name of the image, which can be anything you like, and then an underscore and your initials. And we like people to use the same initials every time. The program isn't that smart. It only
Change identity.
right, unless you're in the witness protection program. And it needs the initials so it can keep track of your image, because the images that John has are all de-identified and they're given a number 1 through N, so they're shown in sequence. But the program keeps track of that new name that John has and the real name of the photographer.
Underscores and no special characters.
Yeah, underscore.
We like everybody to use underscores between the various bits. And it's nice if when you have a name that has several words in it, like the castle in Maine, if you put underscore between castle, in, and Maine. Otherwise, you get a whole string of characters. And if you're dyslexic, you can't make out what it is. The program now will tolerate spaces and hyphens. And what it does is it just takes those and converts them all to underscores. So it coerces them into the format that I personally like. But it will accept spaces and hyphens as separators between class, names, and initials.
Don't put in JPEG.
And PNG is a format that, well, the program will now accept PNGs, because some folk have sent them in as PNGs, PNG files.
Just one of them.
No
loss in a PNG. It wasn't me, but.
What about the size?
You actually can stop them from uploading too big. It's the wrong
Yeah.
size.
The server takes care of that rule. It will reject them there. So you'll get instant feedback if you break that rule.
And also, with the end of your file, do not put JPEG, let the computer put JPEG.
Yes, some programs will append the JPEG for you. So sometimes we'll get an image that comes through XYZ JPEG. And we don't have anybody in the club whose name's initials are JPEG. Okay, I think that's everything.
Go on the website.
All right.
Yeah, if you have any questions, send an email to the contest team. And I wanted to add something, because we had one person submit something a little bit late. And thankfully, because our judge was coming in today, we didn't have to worry about it, because not only do they have to put that whole bundle together for me, but they have to put that whole bundle together for the judge. But sadly, long are the days of bringing in a USB drive, because not only is it hard to get to the judge, but who wants to take a random USB drive and plug into the streaming machine that is so very important every night? It's not saying that anybody would be nefarious like that, but who knows what you got, right? So that's why we have a deadline, and just mark your calendar. I've missed several deadlines. So, but just kind of put yourself a reminder on the calendar and you figure it out.
Read Ron's emails that say contest deadline is.
Yeah, I do say 12:15 on Tuesday, and I hope you are not annoyed by my repeated emails on that, but I figured that if your email's like mine, things get lost, so it's not a bad thing to see it
They go
again.
to spam anyway.
Yeah, right. So, and for the record, there are some of us here that actually did digital a number of years ago, bringing in a thumb drive, and that's how you got it into a digital contest, along with our slides for the slide contest.
Yeah, if we could do it easily, we would. But now with all this great stuff that Bob and Fred and Ron have set up, it's impossible to really do it anymore like that.
So anyway, thank you to the team for making this happen this week, and could have been a whole lot worse. All right, I want you to. Into for some of us too. If you like, since we're all old and many of us are old and craggy, and we just look in the mirror and we have a picture for the competition. So I don't know. All right. Well, listen, I want to introduce Roz, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let her do that tonight. What do you want them to know? What do you want them to know about you before you start this?
Who here doesn't?
We have a bunch of new people.
New folks.
Yeah,
Oh,
a bunch of new people. Sorry, you're stuck.
Want me
Yeah.
to stand up?
You can, yes. Since you have new knees and you're ready to go.
I have 2 new knees in the last 10 months. So I'm doing good. Yeah. I have been president of the Bowie Crofton Camera Club for 22 plus years. Not all consecutive, but I am currently president, again, co-president, so you only got half of me. Steve Cabin is my co-president, and I think he's been here to judge, right?
Last week,
Steve was?
2 weeks ago, yeah.
There you go. You know, he's fantastic. So anyway, I love judging. I am every week judging somewhere, and active member of MPA, been one of the original founding members of MPA. I guess I bugged Steve Sattler long enough that he finally said, okay, we'll do this. So, you know, ask me any questions. I'd be happy to answer.
I have one.
No, you're not
Said
winning
something-
tonight.
I'm sorry. So what's new? Glenn Thompson's presentation came up on the list there, and I
Yeah.
heard you mutter something. Would you want to?
Oh, Glenn is a,
He
I wa-
judged here too. a couple-
yeah, he did. I send all of these good judges over. But Glenn he works on skipjacks. And so he has some fantastic images. He's taken a few classes with Jay Fleming. And so he's got wonderful images. Come to the show. You guys will really enjoy it. Yep. And our club has 2 exhibits or 2 people exhibiting. Vince Ferrari, who's judged here, is at Mount Pelia. On Saturday is the reception, 1 to 3, I think. And Steve Cabin, did he tell you about his solo show?
He did.
And that'll be Sunday is the reception at Watkins Park.
Okay. All right. John, we have 20, are we now 24 images?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, and we're looking for first through fourth and 2 honorables.
Okay, so we're looking for 6 out of 24.
Correct.
Perfect. And I just want to let you know that I have seen most of these except the new entries. I just glanced at them to see what I was dealing with for decay or abandon and decay or whatever. So can I just, we go through them first or you? Yep.
We always do that. We're going to go through them with the names, and I'll go back to number 1 when we're done, and we'll go to you for comments and ins and
Perfect.
outs. Number 1, molar valve. Number 2, past its prime. Number 3, aging apartment. Number 4, railroad tie. Number 5, this old house. Number 6, resting place. Number 7, covered in vines. Number 8, unsafe transport. Number 9, family grave site. 10, owing the saints. 11, appendages lost. 12, where is dinner? 13, boat wreck in the Galapagos. 14, revitalization attempt. 15, abandoned loom. 16, heavenly gaze. 17, aging sentinel. 18, dignified disrepair. 19, rusty crypt door. 20, mystery trunk. 21, outboards. 22, abandon. 23, surging wreck. And number 24, haunted. Let's go back to number 1. And it's all yours.
All right, thank you. They're all really good images of abandoned decay, all of them. Every one of these images meets the theme, and some may meet it a little better than others. But kudos to you novices for doing a great job with this. Really and truly, it's a great topic, theme. I like this. I like the black and white. I like the way that you have this valve or pump or whatever it is here on the right. I wish the background was a little more either sharp, or a little more blurry. I think one way to improve something and keep me looking at really what you want me to look at, I think that's this pump or valve, whatever, is to darken your edges and force my eye to look where you want me to. I know you don't want me to look at that blurry background. It's a good thing to show me for what's around this pump, valve, whatever they're calling it. But you do have some edges that are really too bright, especially down there at the bottom. So that's something you could easily darken in Photoshop or with whatever software you're using. And you could also darken some of those bright highlights in the background there, because that's where my eye is going. But I like this image. I think it's really strong. You really could do a few other things with it, but I'm going to leave it in for now because I like where you put this main composition here. So I'm going to keep it in for now. But if it doesn't make the cut, you know why. You could work on it a little bit more.
Number 1 is in. Number 2.
It meets the theme, but really my eye goes right past the truck and goes to the landscape. And I'm trying in my mind to say, where is this place? Is this that old graveyard of trucks down there in Columbia, Virginia? Or, just something my head's doing. I think that you could do other things to improve, getting a little lower angle so that the truck would be really right there in my face. Looking up at it would be a lot stronger than showing me the forest behind it. So I'm going to take this one out. But you did a good job as far as the exposure and everything looks sharp there on the truck. Good job with that. But I think you could work on this a little bit better and have had a stronger image. So out.
2 is out. Number 3.
It meets the theme. You know, it looks abandoned. There's nothing really that says anybody's living in this place. It definitely needs a paint job and kind of looks a little rusty and decrepit here and there. I like what you did with the window and the door. That color blue really does pop. And really, for me, the main thing that I want to look at is that stairway shadow. I just love that feel right there. It's really very, very good. You did a good job with cropping, good job holding the whites in for now.
Number 3 is in. Number 4.
Yeah, this is something to study and look at. That piece of wood on the left is really interesting in itself. It looks like there's a face there on this left side, and they're smiling. I have a great imagination, but there's something about it that just stops me. And I think it's the hole in the middle. And what is that? Are they mushrooms? Are they what? And I'm just baffled by it. So I'm going to take this one out just because it's a little too confusing to me.
4 is out. Number 5.
Pleasant day to take this picture and a nice scene. It's definitely abandoned, good exposure. I like the time of day that you shot it. You got a good shadow there with that tree. But I don't know if this is the best angle for the house. I think I would have liked to have seen it a little bit if you had stepped over to the left maybe. Or maybe even cropping out some of it might have made it a little bit stronger. There's, a few flaws in it where the light's hitting that top window on the right-hand side, and really there's no definition there. But I think you could play with this a little bit. I know you guys can put this in more than once. I would suggest you even crop right down to those windows and really force me into looking at that porch area on the left, because that's the most interesting to me. The light is perfect, and I think that would be a lot stronger competition image. Out.
5 is out. Number 6.
Something we don't often see too much around here, you know, these skulls of something. But well done, well seen, well done. Good job for walking in the woods. Good handling of the white. I like that you didn't crop it too much. I like that the leaves are sharp up at the top. Could have been a little bit better focused maybe in the front, but good job with this. In.
6 is in. Number 7.
Meets the theme, but my eye is wandering. I know you said this is the subject, is this big gravestone there, but the things in the background are more interesting to me, and my eye keeps going around the gravestone to the monolith there in the back, or even on the left-hand side, the background is really they're almost rounded back there, something we don't often see a shape for those tombstones. It's probably just the top like this. But good exposure. Really, you did a good job doing this for a novice, but I'm going to take this out just because my eye doesn't have a place to rest.
7 is out. Number 8.
Now, here's good angle that I was talking about with that last truck, where you got lower. That truck is right there in front, but the background is really just too distracting. It's not adding anything. It's lighter than the truck, and it's just taking me away from what I think you really want me to look at, is this grill and those headlights that almost look like they're on. I know they're not, but they look like they are because they have that little glow to them. But I think you needed to really work on this a little bit more before you put it in competition and darken that background a lot. Out.
Number 8 is out. Number 9.
This is just so peaceful. I love the pond in the front. Great foreground, midground, background. I guess tonight I'm really into black and white, but it really is well done. The gravestones are far enough away that I'm not reading every one of them, but the scene is peaceful to me.
9 is in. Number 10.
As opposed to this not being peaceful, you definitely met the theme. It's definitely right there, but the writing on the wall does nothing for me for competition. I really want to see a little bit more of the building. I think if you had just taken maybe a step to the right, if that was at all possible, and you could have got that hallway and I could have seen what else is back there, that would have been a much stronger scene. And maybe straighten this building out a little bit because I think it is a little bit crooked. But I'm going to take this one out. Too much writing on the walls for me.
10 is out. 11.
I didn't even see that there was a missing arm when I glanced at this until the name was read. And then I said, oh, yeah, it is. Well done. Going to these cemeteries and looking for something like this is really very good. The subject takes up most of the image. The background is, there are other gravestones, but my eye is not leaving. I'm just looking at this angel sitting there. I'm going to keep this one in for now. I think you did a little work. I think you added a little light to the left. Maybe it should be a little darker, but good job trying.
11 is in. 12.
Yeah, I think this picture is a photograph of a bird. I don't know why. You needed something there, but maybe you needed something bigger than this little bird, I think. You needed to straighten up a few things. I think you can do that. Get those straight lines more straight. And I don't know what else I can say here, but it just doesn't seem like a competition photo for me. Yes, it's an old building, but it doesn't really say much. The bird's not doing anything spectacular, and the photo has a few other flaws, so I'm going to take this one out.
12 is out. 13.
Definitely an interesting place. This thing looks like it's been on land for a very long time. It takes up a good, half of the photo with this boat. There's a lot of stuff to look at, an interesting sky, and I think you did a great job in.
13 is in. 14.
Another interesting photo and stuff to look at. Things look pretty straight. The building itself really is in disrepair. I don't think anybody is revitalizing this. I don't care what they tell you. Don't buy it. But it's well done. It's pleasing to look at, even though it's pretty decayed.
14 is in. 15.
The silk mill. I love going there. Or I loved going there. I haven't been in quite a while. It's a great place to photograph, but also a very hard place to photograph. The light is hard. The things there are there's a lot to look at. You did a good job with the exposure. I wish there was a better angle so I could see the bobbins all hanging with a little separation and not everything close together. I'm a weaver, so I want to see the shuttle as a full shuttle, not cut off. So I'm taking it out only on that technicality.
15 is out. 16.
Interesting place. I'd like to go there. I don't know if the sky is real or not. I don't really care. It's really well done. The painting on the wall is very, very interesting. And this thing on the sidewall is intriguing also.
16 is in. 17.
It meets the theme. It really does. But and it does have a little leading line there, maybe a little path or something that used to be the way in. But there's just not enough to hold my interest with this image. Although the exposure is good and the clouds are okay, there's just not enough to hold my interest with this old castle. Out.
17 is out. 18.
Every time I see this, it looks better and better. But really, I think for me, the best part of it is the right side is this roof. There's holes. I know there are holes. I want to see more of that. I want to see it more straightened, or really not straightened, but not this, little bit. But this side of the roof is very, very interesting. And it would be a very nice abstract, I think. Just that side of the roof. I'm going to take this one out.
18 is out. 19.
It meets the theme, but it's a little stagnant. Everything is right there, so centered. And, you can look at it for a little while longer. You'll notice that the only difference is the 3 spikes up at the top, and there should be 5 maybe. So it is missing a couple. So kudos to you for seeing that. But maybe if that's really what you wanted to focus on, you could have done that a little differently. I think I'm going to take this one out also. Just too stagnant for me.
19 is out. Number 20.
You know, this is a really nice picture of this trunk. The light coming in, I don't know if it's really, the trunk has got this reddish color or you just boosted the color, but it's very nice. There's a very subtle difference between the floor and the trunk. And we don't often see these old steam trunks. I don't know if they'd let you touch it and maybe open it, which might even add a little more mystery, but kudos for you for seeing it in.
20 is in. Number 21.
And they are dirty outboards, but very interesting shapes. I don't think I've ever seen an outboard like this one in the front. I don't know if it's electric or gas or old or what, but something interesting to look at. I could see this at some boating place as a print. I think somebody would really like that in. Nice shapes.
21 is in. Number 22.
Nice abstract. I think those are bullet holes that have now rusted away, but very pleasing color and a nice little flow with the holes in.
22 is in. Number 23.
And it's colorful, but it does nothing for me. I really don't like the magenta floral stuff in the back. Out.
23 is out. 24.
And it looks like it's nighttime, but how has this building got lights on? Maybe you lit it. Kudos if you did. And it is spooky.
Okay. Let's come back here. Let's filter out my flag. I'm showing 12 remaining. Is that correct?
Yep. So we need 6,
Okay.
right?
Correct.
So I could just throw every other one out,
Well,
maybe. So now, any of these could have been winners. Any of them could. So at this point, it's just me saying, I like this better than the other ones. Please know that these 12 are really good. So take your credit now, because it's just me saying, I like this better. There's not one there that's, that I don't really want to take any more out, but you're making me. So I'm going to lose number 1.
That's number 1.
And because of that background, right? I'm going to, I'm going to take out the house at the bottom. What is that, number 11?
I'm trying to get there.
Is it?
Is that the one right there?
Yes, I'm going to lose that.
Number 24
But
is
I do
out.
want to hear more about that one. I am going to take out number 4.
Number 11.
I'm going to take out I'm going to take out number 6, although I really like it.
It's number 16.
I'm going to I got to get rid of 2, right? I don't want to get rid of 2, but I'm going to take out number 4
It's number 13.
and I'm going to take out. And I'm going to take out number 4 again.
That is 14. Okay, now you can go ahead and start placing. First through fourth and 2 honorables.
All right. The motors, number 5 is the honorable. The abstract, I'm sorry. Honorable, yep. Number 6,
Which one? That's honorable mention, right?
number 6 is an honorable.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's see.
did you make it go away? Okay,
Sean, what's the real number on that?
21.
Okay, thank you.
sorry.
And then the trunk?
Is the trunk honorable?
No,
No?
I didn't do that yet.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You're so mean to me.
Sorry.
So I need a 4th place now and the abstract. Didn't I say the abstract? Gosh. Okay. Thank you for keeping me
Number
straight here. I
22,
thought
honorable.
I did it.
So it wasn't my fault, huh?
It is still your fault. Everything is your fault.
Okay.
Number 4th place is number 1. That good job.
Number 3.
3rd place is the number 1. 2nd place.
6.
I'm sorry. You all right? Oh, need time to write.
Second place.
I didn't do 2nd yet.
What's third?
6.
Number 6.
The-
What's its real number? Number 6.
Number 6.
6.
6 is the real number, Sue.
I had that
Yeah.
one crossed out.
No, nope, it's been there. The trunk is 2nd and the gravestones are 1st.
Okay, can you give me? Do you want to read?
See, the trunk is 2nd?
Yes.
Okay, honorable mention goes to abandon, which is Alcock. Hang on.
Wait.
Hang on, so that online can hear you.
That's in Bacon Ridge. There's a whole bunch of abandoned cars there. I think 6 of them. And that one's got some bullet holes in it. That's a Studebaker. My parents used to own one from 1952.
Where's Bacon Ridge?
Bacon Ridge is right along Route 50 on the way to the Bay Bridge. There's the Millersville entrance. There's also an entrance near the Spring Grove Sanatorium by across from the nudist camp, if you know where that is, Pine Tree.
Right in front of the old hospital.
Yeah, right by the Crownsville Hospital there, yeah.
John, I can't do both.
You want me to do the running?
If you want to. I'm like, I can't read and then run and then read and then run. Another honorable mention is Outboards, which is Colin McNaught.
Thank you very much. So that was a picture in the Outer Banks. I did a tour around there. So found this little store. It's really a museum. So they're not for sale. And I've seen an outboard like that, by the way. I might be older than you. I don't know.
Fourth place is Aging Apartment by John Crooks.
No, John.
Third place is Resting Place by Diane Linnekin.
So I was taking my morning walk and with my dog and found that little skull. I looked it up. It's apparently a fawn. So I went home, got my camera because it was too good to pass up.
Yeah.
I see them in my yard a lot, and they're very dear. So I feel great affection for that.
Very, very nice.
Second place is Mystery Trunk by Ed Sievers.
That was just a few weekends ago. We visited a small church property down in Charles County that was founded in the early 1800s by some priests or something, and it just happened to have a little display there of artifacts from when they first settled it. And this trunk was just sitting there on the floor, and it just struck me the way it looked. And the light was natural, coming as late in the day, and gave it kind of a warm hue to it. Got rid of some of the background there. The black around it had all brickwork that I just photoshopped out to kind of focus on the trunk.
Did you look at it?
No, I didn't touch it. Although nobody was saying you couldn't, but I thought it wasn't appropriate.
And then first place is Family Gravesite by Diana Linnegan.
So this was, I went wandering around Dorchester County, around Blackwater last week, and was just kind of looking for things that fit this theme, and saw that, and played around with a lot of different possibilities, and I liked that the best.
Nice composition.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
So this is how you get your steps.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay, let's get over to Unlimited. How many of these? 63?
Wow, were there that many?
Mhm.
Wow.
It's a bunch. 6, that gives first through fourth and 6 honorables.
Yep.
So 10.
10.
Good.
Okay. Number 1, closed for business. Number 2, echo of an emergency. Number 3, Charm City's rusted brew. Number 4, workbench. Number 5, to cut a shadow. Number 6, the freight corridor. Number 7, Phineas. Number 8, gears. Number 9, Decay. 10, caved. 11, thanks for the memories. 12, you are altering my photosynthesis. This is why it's good to put those underscores between letters. 13, derelict in Tangier. 14, a long story. 15, rusting steam engine. 16, old ice house. 17, we walked away. 18, past my prime. 19, wheat mill. Number 20, mineral water. Number 21, gargoyle rain spout. Number 22, end of the line. Number 23, lost doll head. Number 24, derelict streetcar. Number 25, even the plunger gave up. Number 26, lights out. Number 27, in Memorial Hospital. Number 28, who are you looking at? Number 29, after Vesuvius. 30, Ghost Town. 31, Fort Hancock railing. 32, anyone home? 33, George Vanderbilt's rooftop crown. 34, I used to be groovy. 35, Smith Island boat shed. Number 36, abandoned ice skating dreams. Number 37, lost in the weeds. Number 38, high ledge ruin. Number 39, old decaying wagon wheel. 40, still waiting for one more throw. 41, hook of time. 42, the way of all things. 43, taking a bath. 44, door at the mount. 45, coverage lapped. 46, overgrown. 47, abandoned but not forgotten. 48, rusted hinge. 49, wilting. Number 50, forgotten souls. Number 51, no trespassing. Number 52, she is a beauty. Number 53, past time to paint. Number 54, Boston Pier. Number 55, moved out. Number 56, safety third. Number 57, old car memories. Number 58, the Hyatt wheel. Number 59, overgrown. 60, weathered wagon armature. 61, all that remains. 62, headshot. 63, behind closed doors. And that is it.
Okay, we can go home now. There's some unbelievably wonderful pieces here that, you know, it's going to be hard to weed through and get down to 10. So bear with me. It meets the theme. It's, you know, definitely abandoned and old. And I love it in black and white. It's very, very well done. I have no complaints about it. And
1 is in. Number 2.
This is an interesting composition. I don't know if it's really old and decayed. It looks more new and still functioning to me. Well done, well seen, good placement. The blue there makes it look like water could come out at any time. But I'm going to take this out because there's a few other ones that I like better. But there's nothing wrong with this one, but I'm taking it out.
2 is out. Number 3.
It is really well seen. I don't know where you found this beer can. I wish I could have seen it in a place where you found it. It looks like you put it on an old table somewhere, or maybe it was in a museum or something. But really, I can't figure out how this old Natty Boh can got to where it is. So it must be just sitting somewhere at a brewery or something, just as, a museum piece. So I'm going to take this one out. I would have liked to have seen it a found piece of art instead of in a brewery.
3 is out. Number 4.
Really a great environmental shot of this workbench. I don't know exactly what they were doing there, but it's an interesting image. I like what you did, how you darken the area. I would have liked to have seen a few of the tools a little clearer. But really, it meets the theme well. But I'm going to take it out for no good reason, except I would have liked to have seen the pitchforks or whatever those instruments are a little bit displayed a little bit differently out.
4 is out. Number 5.
And the wall here does absolutely nothing for me with the writing on it. I know some people like to overlook that stuff, but to me, it's just, I can't get around it. I can't wrap my head around it. But I could wrap my head around it if you had cropped in a little bit more and my eye could get through and go further into that that corridor and forget all this stuff on the side. So out.
5 is out. Number 6.
Nice angle on this. Good leading line. The colors are pleasing. I wish I could have seen a little bit more of this train, but I think you did a good job of getting me through this photo. I'll leave it in for now.
6 is in. Number 7.
A good portrait of Phineas, really a good portrait, but I think that he would do better in a category for portraits rather than old and decayed. He looks pretty darn good to me. Out.
7 is out. Number 8.
The cobwebs really do show you that this stuff isn't dust cobwebs. It isn't moving. I need a little more sparkle, I think. I like the abstract nature of it, and the cogs really do look good. But here on the right-hand side, there are a couple of little blobs that are really bright, and I think you could have darken them so that they wouldn't take my eye and that I could just stay right there at the cog. So I'm going to take this one out.
8 is out. Number 9.
Kudos to you if you picked the little, it looks almost like laurel flowers and put them there like that in the little Decay. But kudos for doing it or seeing it if you didn't do it. I Just don't think it has enough to hold my interest, but I like it. But I'm going to take this one out.
9 is out. 10.
Yeah, again, I'm not a big fan of graffiti, I guess, today. Sorry. It just overwhelms my brain. Out.
10 is out. 11.
And yes, I could overlook the graffiti on the left. I could, but I think that the stairwell, which I think is your main subject, just doesn't have enough pizzazz for me. I really need a little bit more than just what you presented. Out.
11 is out. 12.
Interesting that you saw this mushroom there. I don't think it can be too big because those leaves aren't too big, but nice that you saw it, and it really is well done. In
12 is in. 13.
I look at boats and the back end of a boat kind of like I look at the back end of an animal. My interest is not in the back end of that boat whatsoever. But my interest really is in that reflection in the water. What if you had just cropped some of that out and just showed the reflection? I think it would be a lot stronger image. Half of this picture, really literally half, doesn't add anything to the boat. You know, I mean, the marsh scene is nice, but it doesn't add anything to the picture. So I'm going to take this one out. I think you could work this a little bit more, but out.
13 is out. 14.
Who doesn't love a teddy bear? I know there's a story there somewhere, but it's sitting in definite ruin somewhere. Maybe you were there visiting someplace and somebody left the teddy bear. It's a very nice interpretation of this theme. In
14 is in. 15.
You know, it meets the theme: old, decrepit, decayed, abandoned. But all of that foliage, where it's sitting, doesn't add anything. And it's a distraction to me. So how could you have taken this differently so you could have highlighted maybe those little round things on that wheel or something? Something could have been done there to get a better picture to present. It's out.
15 is out. 16.
Old, abandoned. I love the little window there and the little covering. I wish you had darkened the sky a little bit and maybe worked on the color of the house too. But it's old. It meets the theme, but I'm going to take this one out.
16 is out. 17.
This is very eerie. There's a lot of things that make this kind of a little scary. How did this chair get out of that abandoned place almost unscathed, except by rain and mildew? But and the coloring of the roof. If you did it, kudos to you, because it really does capture my attention. I'm going to keep this one in. I like looking at it.
17 is in. 18.
And I like looking at this. You know, most people would have walked by it. So really and truly, it's a nice little kid's toy. In
18 is in. 19.
Sorry. I think the background straw is as interesting as this grinder. If it's wheat or whatever it is, it's as interesting. But the lighting on this is very nice. You darkened it very well. I'm going to leave this in.
19 is in. Number 20.
I love the color. It really did pop off the page. I don't know where the water is coming from. I don't know. I can see the rust and anything else. You did a nice job in this. I don't mind that it's centered. The colors are fantastic. And
20 is in. Number 21.
I have a problem with this rain spout. The angle is really crazy. Sorry. I would have wanted to see more of it, less of the wall. I think it's your subject and you really need it bigger out.
21 is out. Number 22.
I think this bus has been shown a couple of different, another image of the same bus, and I like the other one better. I think for me, I wanted to see more of the front of the bus, and although it's nice to see environmentally where this bus is sitting, that is almost half of your photo is environment. And I really wanted to see more of the bus, so I'm going to take this one out.
22 is out. Number 23.
Eerie, freaky, crazy in.
23 is in. Number 24.
Some people are really sick taking heads of dolls, aren't they? Really a very nice shot of this old abandoned train. Good angle, crazy colors. I don't know what's happening back there on the far left. I don't know if cropping it could have eliminated that distraction on the left, but I think it could have. I think you could have cropped it better, but that's easy to fix. So fix it and put it in for the next judge, because really it's very lovely. I would crop off some of the left out.
24 is out. Number 25.
Peeling paint in old toilets. I think the toilet is really the subject of this, and the paint is the environmental thing, but the paint is more interesting to me than the toilet. The toilet is just kind of like, yeah, okay. So I'm going to take this out because I really think it's not very interesting.
25 is out. Number 26.
This is an interesting graphic. I like the blues and the yellows. I like the curve of that light bulb. There's just something about it makes me want to keep looking at it.
26 is in. Number 27.
I thought maybe it was Eastern State, but I don't think it is. It's a nice attempt at getting the eye to go down this long hallway and look at things. But I think there's a whole lot of pictures in this one photo that you could have focused on and got more attention than standing in the middle and shooting down it. So I'm going to take this one out.
27 is out. Number 28.
These crazy doll people. As opposed to the other doll that I really liked, it just was by itself. This one just, I have a hard time with my eye sitting somewhere, resting, if you will. There's like a doll here on the left that's really very horizontal, but the face looks interesting, but the rest of them are just kind of like, where is this? So I just can't rest here. I just keep looking around this image and it just isn't grabbing my attention. Out.
28 is out. Number 29.
It meets the theme and the exposure is okay. But once I step in there, there's, again, not a lot for me to look at. I think there were other interesting things on the wall, if this is really Pompeii excavated, that would have a more of an interest. Out.
29 is out. 30.
It grabs your attention, grab my attention. It's kind of an eerie time of day, time of night, and the color is eerie, but there's something about it that's compelling me to look at this. Just I want to look at this more, so I'm going to keep this in.
30 is in. 31.
Peeling paint, you got it this time. Kudos to you for focusing on what you really want me to see. In
31 is in. 32.
This is funny. Taking a photo of somebody looking in this abandoned place. But I think you could have worked on this a little bit more and it would have been a stronger image. Out.
32 is out. 33.
I know there's a photo there somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Just looking at this rooftop thing is not enough to hold my interest. Out.
33 is out. 34.
See, a little bus again. I guess it wasn't the same bus, but it's better. Seeing the headlights and part of the grill and the paint, painting on it is more interesting. I like the colors. I'm going to leave this in for now.
34 is
I
in.
used to be groovy one time.
35.
It's a little flat to me. The life preserver there and the wall just are kind of a little bit flat. And what can I say? I would have got rid of the Trump sign. Out.
35 is out. 36.
Kind of an interesting composition with these old skates and the peeling paint and the new life of the tree there. I wish you had gotten a little closer for the skates. I don't know, maybe you really did want that window there. I don't know if you needed it or not, but I would have liked to have seen this more of the skates, more of your subject bigger, not just taking up a small portion of the image. Out.
36 is out. 37.
Nice placement for this truck and showing us where it is, a little bit of the area surrounding it. You did a good job playing with the clouds. In
37 is in. 38.
I think this image is too light. Usually the cave dwellers, the areas are pretty dark, but this looks like the light is really shining here, and there's not a whole lot of shadow detail in the rock, so I'm going to take this out.
38 is out. 39.
Nice visual with this old wheel. Really well done. I like how you zoomed in on it. I like the spokes. Good job highlighting the rust areas. In
39 is in. 40.
Wonderful. Boy, if that ball could talk. In
40 is in. 41.
And this just pops off the screen. This is unbelievably well done, well seen, well lit, great placement in.
41 is in. 42.
It meets the theme, but the subject is so little compared to the rest of the image that I think that maybe you needed to refocus on what you really wanted here. It's well done. I'm sure some judge would really like this, but I just think I don't get enough of the decay area of this one daisy. And I got a lot of other daisies behind it that are not. So I'm going to take this out.
42 is out. 43.
This is just a very weird thing. It almost seems like a composite of a bathtub and things that just are on top of each other, or ghost images or something. I want to look at it more because I just can't wrap my head around how this bathtub is sitting there. So I have to hear more about this, so I better leave it in.
43 is in. 44.
Nice attempt at this. I like what you did with the color. But there's just not enough here with the door. The diagonal line at the bottom is just not, it's a strong line, but it's just not strong enough to carry the whole image for me. I need it straight. I need things lined up, and you've got like this triangle on the left that's really annoying. Out.
44 is out. 45.
Ah, we're back at the silk mill in 1957. Yes, it meets the theme, but really it's a pretty stagnant photo. I'm going to take this out.
45 is out. 46.
They almost look like people's legs, like a statue or something. It's kind of interesting. A lot to look at here. I'm glad that you turned everything into a black and white, because there is a lot to see in for now.
46 is in. 47.
Well done. Very, very well done. In.
47 is in. 48.
This could be almost in, but I think it needed to be darkened, and it maybe is the projector, I don't know, but it just needed to be a little darker for me, so I'm going to take this out.
48 is out. 49.
Nice job setting this up. It's well placed, and you have all the petals in the right place. In.
49 is in. 50.
You know, I only can have 10 images. I don't know if it's better to leave them in or take them out and not have you wait, but I am going to take this one out. Well seen. You did a great job with this. Black and white worked. But there are a couple of little things that I would have liked to see changed. So rather than agonize over it, I'm going to take it out now.
50 is out. 51.
I'm going to take this one out too. It meets the theme, but I really just can't get up that stairway at all, literally. And I think there are other places to highlight that would be better. Out.
51 is out. 52.
I'm going to take this one out too. Yes, it's old and it meets the theme. Exposure is good, but the image itself just isn't carrying well for me. So out.
52 is out. 53.
Good graphic. Absolutely great balance. Good exposure. In.
53 is in. 54.
I usually like these, but there's something that they almost look like they're floating in space rather than reflections. But well done, well seen. I'm going to still take the Boston Pier out.
54 is out. 55.
This is really a very nice architectural image. I don't know if it says abandoned to me. It really doesn't. And it surely looks more pristine than decayed, but you did a great job architecturally. But put this in an architectural category because it is really well done. Out.
55 is out. 56.
I don't know what that white thing is. It almost looks like some sort of speaker or something. And it really is very distracting because I don't know what it is and I can't put it in this context. So I'm going to take it out.
56 is out. 57.
Unbelievably wonderful. Just has enough of everything to look at and just beautifully done. Kudos to you. In
57 is in. 58.
another well done, fill the frame. Yep. I love the colors that you chose in.
58 is in. 59.
I'm going to take this one out. Yes, you're in an old, decrepit thing, but really it seems more like a foliage image than that historical plaque. Out.
59 is out. 60.
And I'm going to take this one out also. The wood on the bottom right going in does not seem as sharp as it could be. And I think that it needed to be a little darker. Out.
60 is out. 61.
I'm going to keep this in. It's very, very nice. It meets the theme. It gives me a feeling of I want to be there. I want to see more. I'd like to see all the rest of your photos there. I think there are a few things here that I might have cleaned up a little bit, but you did a really good job with this image in.
61 is in. 62.
I love it. Absolutely. That broken glass is unbelievably crazy. In.
62 is in. 63.
Could have been a little straighter. Just a little bit straighter. And I'm desperate to take things out because I know I got too many. But what I like about this is I like the webs on the side where the dust is collected, or spider webs, whatever it is. The light is very nice. I think it could have been straightened up a little bit because I don't think that it's as straight as it could be. So I'm going to take it out now. Sorry.
63 is out, and that is it for that
And
round.
we only have 40 left.
Come on. I'm showing 26.
That's too many.
All right.
26 and I need 10.
Yes.
I have 16. Could be worse.
It could be worse. All right. I do like this infrared. This is in for now.
1 is in,
I'm counting. I'm going to take this one out.
6 is out,
I'm going to take this one out.
12 is
I'm
out,
desperate. You know, I'm going to take this one out.
14 is out,
I'm going to leave this one in for now.
17 is in,
This one's in. Oh,
18
sorry.
is in.
You okay? Everybody caught up?
I'm sorry, it's 14 now?
Yes. Are we caught up?
What's the story status in this?
Nothing yet. I'm going to take this one out.
19 is out,
Going to leave this one in.
20 is in,
Leave this one in.
23
I
in,
am weird. I'm going to leave this one in.
26 in,
Going to leave this one in.
30 in,
This one in.
31 in,
Take this one out.
34 out,
So well done. In,
37
in,
39
in,
40 in,
in,
41 in,
out,
43 out,
out,
46 out,
in,
47 in,
out,
49 out,
in,
53 in,
in,
57 in,
out,
58 out,
guys caught up?
Yes.
Out,
61 out,
in,
62 in, and that is it.
got like what? 18.
I have 16 images.
Okay, 16.
You have 16, Chris?
2, 3, 4, 5. You guys good?
Yeah.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
All right.
Good. Everybody's got 16.
Yes.
So I need to lose 6, right? This stinks. This is the worst part of this job. Okay, I'm gonna take, and I don't, do they all have numbers at the top? Yep. I'm gonna take number 3 out, which is really number 18.
18 out.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna,
Oh.
sorry. I'm gonna take number 15 out.
Number 62 is out.
I'm gonna take number 6 out.
Number 30 is out.
Just 3 more, right?
Correct.
Okay, number 2 out.
Number 17 is out.
I like all the rest of them too much. I'm gonna take number 6 out.
37 out.
1 more. Number 2 out.
Number 20 out.
Okay. Honorable mention to 10.
Number 57, honorable mention.
Honorable mention to 9.
Number 53, honorable mention.
Honorable mention to 4 and 5.
Honorable mention to 31 and 39.
Did the honorable mentions go at the bottom? Yep. Honorable mention to number 1.
Number 1, honorable mention.
I just need one more, right? Honorable mention to number 1, the doll head.
That is number 23.
Okay. 4th place, number 4.
47, 4th place.
3rd place, number 1.
3rd place is 26.
2nd place, number 1.
2nd place is 40.
And 1st place is number
41.
41.
Okay.
Okay, number 57 is Old Car Memories by J.C. Williams.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Sorry.
Well, I didn't get a chance to make it to Georgia to the old car graveyard, but I did find an old car at the Hideaway Restaurant over in Odenton. So that's an old car. If you've been to the Hideaway Restaurant in Odenton behind the train station there, that's just the light of that old truck that you see out there. It has a skeleton on it and all that type of stuff.
Nice question.
Great.
Honorable mention number 53, Past Time to Paint, Jackie Colstock.
Not here.
No. Honorable mention 39, Old Decaying Wagon Wheel by J.C. Williams.
And that was taken at Kinder Farm Park. If you go in the park and go all the way down on the right-hand side, there's an old shed down there with an old wagon in it. So I just messed around with that wagon and found some rust and decided to take the picture of the wheel.
Very nice.
Honorable mention number 31, Fort Hancock Railing, Christine Milliker. I have one. This was taken at Fort Hancock in New Jersey on a trip John and I took there.
Very nice.
Honorable mention 23, Lost Doll Head by Chris Mazey.
Not here.
And then honorable mention number 1, Closed for Business by Tim Hughes. How do you pronounce your last name? Houston.
Yes, I had an old camera converted for infrared, and I took this picture with that. I don't even remember where it was. It was just, the infrared works great when it's nice and sunny out. I think we just stopped for lunch somewhere and saw this and grabbed a quick picture.
That's going to make a beautiful print.
4th place, 47, Abandoned But Not Forgotten by J.C. Williams.
That was taken at the Patuxent Wildlife Refuge North Track. If you go down, take a left as you go in and go all the way down, there's an old graveyard down there that's preserved down there. They do keep it up, but I have the information when the first person was buried there, when the last person was buried there. But if you look at that, you can read it. It says that this person was buried in 1890, I think it is.
And that's a tricolor for JC.
Yeah, he gets a red, white, and blue.
3rd place is number 26, Lights Out by Doug Wood. Second place.
Skylight in the silk mill.
Oh, Doug says that that's a skylight in a silk mill. Second place is number 40, Still Waiting for One More Throw by Don Granis. This
This was at the Silk Mill up in Western Maryland. It was just abandoned with some of the toys. So the lighting was good. So
Well done.
And then first place is 41 Hook of Time by Deborah Davis. She says, thanks, it was taken at B&O Railroad Museum's parking lot area.
Wow, that's nice.
That
I love
is
the
just
curves on that.
beautiful.
Any final?
No, I'm good. No finals.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Don't forget our field trip this Saturday at Conowingo Dam, and then join us next week for our Christmas party. Please sign up to bring food, and we will see you guys next week. Have a good night.
Have a great time next week.
Great job.
Anyone Nikon and interested in any Nikon here, I have a TF 500 millimeter lens, and I have